King Combs versus 50 Cent. Let's just get into it. Keep this beat. Let's pause. Let's not keep the beef train rolling.
Man, crazy.
But since
animosity,
this one you got to get for real. This one you got to get philosophical and use your vocabulary. Since we're all talking about animosity,
much better.
Let's get into some lyrical animosity with King Combs versus 50 Cent. Now, the only thing I got from this, if y'all didn't hear it, y'all got to go hear it on your own.
Check it out. King Combs picked a side.
Yeah. He dissed 50 Cent about the whole raid.
I wouldn't
He kind of stood on some. He stood up for his dad, which, hey, shout out to him. But he also, what I took from that was that it really do matter who you are as a rapper. It matters who you are as a person, as a rapper who's saying it. Because some of them bars was really good. And it just happened to be coming from him. And I was like, hey, this is fire. But you saying it.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I heard this song. I played it like 3 times back to back, and I was like, I like this joint. I'm not gonna hold you. I like this song. And then the more I listen to it, I'm like, if I believed him, this would be so fire. And it's like, I just don't believe you. They sound good. His flow in pocket. It even sound like he mean what he's saying. I just don't believe him. It takes away, like, when you're an artist, like, that's why, like, I always say, like, I can respect other artists. I feel like it ain't necessarily nothing another rapper do that I couldn't do. But I don't feel like that's gonna sound good for me because it's so far-fetched from who I am. Like, if I rap like Harry Mack, bro, it would be trash.
Yeah.
If Harry Mack rap like me, his fans would say, well, that's trash. You're not me. Like, and I'm not you.
If you rap like Harry Mack, you'd be Hobson.
Black people think Hobson dope? Exactly.
I call him Black Eminem, which is kind of disrespectful to Hobson because he is really, really dope.
But I'm saying, I ain't never heard. I ain't never got nobody car ever, and they playing Hobson.
That's how the internet. That's what people was calling him on the internet, and then I was like, I can kind of see
Who
that.
was the people?
The internet.
It wasn't the black internet.
Probably not.
Black folks don't talk about, and it's not saying Hobson is not good.
I haven't
you know
heard.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that ain't gonna sound good on me. If you know Queese and I was rapping like Eminem, you're not gonna like that.
You know black people that like Travis Scott?
I've never met a black person in my life who bumped Travis Scott, bro.
All right, I'm just now. Never mind.
And I heard Travis Scott songs that I like, but like I've never listened to a Travis Scott. I didn't know Travis Scott was as big as he was, until I was watching one of them award shows, and he was like getting nominated for like the album of the year. And I'm like, people listen to Travis Scott? And God really thought nobody listened to this dude. Dead serious. But that's just not in my algorithm, I guess.
I think Travis
YouTube
Scott,
guidelines making me stop my jokes.
I think Travis Scott was a larger artist before Rodeo. Like when that album was coming out, I think that's when he had a little bit more.
What songs on that album?
Diverse audience.
I don't even know what that album is.
The only track that comes to mind for me is Skyfall, which was a crazy song. I'm pretty sure it was called Skyfall off of Before Rodeo. But that's really the only song that I know about that was like really stand out.
What you
Nothing. It's just so hard to not say jokes that I shouldn't be saying.
Hey,
oh
Doug.
Man,
that was the. I ain't gonna repeat from the.
That's
comment
what
section,
I wanted to say, but it's like you can't say that on YouTube.
No, can't say that.
But
that
everybody knows. Everybody
though,
gets famous after an O.J. Simpson move.
Hey, you shouldn't even say his name.
When you get away with it. Okay.
But no, that concert situation was the first time I really was like people actually go to his concerts. Like I really did not know people listen, and it's not no disrespect to him at all. I didn't know people even listen to Travis Scott. Like I knew who that was, but I knew him for like dating like a what is it, Kardashian or something, whatever he was dating. Like, I never knew who this dude was really like a rapper for real.
I hate to say this, I knew him from that, and then I listened to him when he had the Drake feature.
I knew that song, right? Never knew who was the person rapping on it.
I knew who I knew of him, knew who he was because he was a merch. He was a merch god. He was out here crazy with the merch. He had a crazy cult following. People love him to death. I just wasn't in tune with none of his music until that feature. And then unless he was on Kanye stuff before Donda. But I definitely, since I knew him, I paid attention to his feature on Donda, and I believe I like that song.
Bro, the first time I heard a Travis Scott song where it was Travis Scott, and I knew, like, oh, that's Travis Scott, and I actually thought the song was cool, he was on the song with Pop Smoke. Like, that Sicko Mode song, I didn't know that was Travis Scott until, like, after Pop Smoke had. Like that's how recent I didn't even know who Travis Scott was. Like I knew who he was, but didn't know he made music, bro.
Hey, speaking of Pop Smoke, you know they got that portal from New York to like I think Dublin, Italy. Dublin, Italy. I'm stupid. Ireland, Dublin, Ireland.
A puddle?
It's a portal. So it's like a video in the middle of Times Square, and you can see people in real lifetime. They got one of those things, right? The people from Dublin, they put R.I.P. Pop Smoke on the phone and put it on the camera. Yeah. And it was real sweet, right? And then somebody else walked up and put a picture of the towers burning.
Wow.
This is why humanity can't have nothing. This is what social media did. Like, this is why we can't have nothing.
That's insane, man. People
Everybody gonna go for the joke. Everybody gonna go for the joke, man.
Everybody gotta chill out, man.
Yeah, but
certain things just chill out.
Back to King Combs and 50 Cent. This is why you need ghostwriters.
But he don't, because there wasn't a problem with the writing.
It was a problem with who said it.
But
right.
I'm saying,
you write that for somebody else.
But what?
Because the 50 Cent bars was what? Many men. He's like, when we didn't have 50 Cent, who y'all came on. Many men tried to and another flip he did. Another flip he did that was kind of dope.
He said, I thought this, I ain't gonna lie, the song dope to me. I done played it. It's funny, I can't think of the bars, and I done played it like 10 times.
Maybe this is more of my bias because when I heard it, I didn't even make it through the whole thing because I'm like, I'm listening to King Combs.
I heard other King Combs songs that I like, though.
I know.
King Combs is not a bad rapper, bro. The problem is, you're Puff's son.
I know, and why is that such a hindrance for me?
Because it's the same effect that if you have a person who you know struggled and they made it successful, and a person who started with a successful family, who grew up to be successful, you don't respect them the same way that you respect the person who had to work themselves up. At the end of the day, you kind of had to plug with your dad. Yeah. So it's like you don't have the same respect, but the truth is, he actually is dope.
Yeah.
No, Abu, but he not the Silk the Shocker, bro, because he actually can rap. Like, he actually good. Silk was just P brother. Like, let's keep it a buck.
Silk was so trash. Anyways, though, yeah, and
no, that song dope, P. He said the song like that song dope.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the G. He also snitched in there too.
Yes. Why you talking about this? Why you talking about the other house they didn't shake, bro? Y'all got an active. See, this is what I'm saying. If he came from the struggle, bro, he would have left that bar out.
If you what Kendrick say, if you was from the hood, you would know that your entourage that'll hustle you. You know, if you was from the hood, you would know not to speak on stuff you got away with when the case is still ongoing. Even if the case is gone, you never get charged for the stuff you got away with, so they can charge you again.
Don't say that.
Don't. This is not the time to bring that up. It's crazy.
And I am a square. I don't know anything about illegal life, but what I do know is if you in an ongoing investigation and they just rated the way that they rated, you probably shouldn't be beefing with the federales.
Yeah.
In rap songs about how they missed something.
Yeah, don't mention them.